Hello, and welcome to Broadcast News. I'm Mark Rossman. On this week's edition, you will hear about residents' objections to a planned development, the end of a long-running career in Jackson, and former Rutgers University football player Eric LeGrand. Monmouth County officials have marked the end of Phase 2 construction at the Monmouth County Child Advocacy Center in Freehold Township. The milestone signals the completion of the facility. The center is a location where children who have been abused can be brought. At this building, a child will receive medical attention and therapy and be placed in a comfortable setting where he or she can reveal to law enforcement professionals the trauma that befell them. The idea behind the center was to prevent children who have been abused from being shuttled from one location to another to be treated by medical professionals, interviewed by law enforcement officers, and seen by therapists. The construction of the building was supported by the Monmouth County Board of Freeholders, the Friends of the Monmouth County Child Advocacy Center, and 4 Monmouth County prosecutors. Former Monmouth County prosecutor John Kay said the prevention and investigation of child abuse was, and still is, the primary law enforcement goal of the county. About 600 cases are processed through the Child Advocacy Center annually. With more news, here is Christine Barsha.
Efforts to bring attention to pancreatic cancer are stepped up every November during Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Many towns across New Jersey have joined in the worldwide effort and have passed a proclamation declaring November 13th World Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Day. Purple Stride, New Jersey, a 5K run and family-friendly walk, will take place on November 8th at the Matt Calley Business Campus in Parsippany. Purple Stride events raise awareness about the critical mission of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network and give local residents the opportunity to help make strides toward a better future. The events also contribute millions of dollars toward the mission to advance research, support patients, and create hope. For general information about the event, visit www.purplestride.org.
Now, here is Jennifer Ortiz.
In October 2010, Rutgers University football player Eric LeGrand was injured and left paralyzed from the neck down during a game against the Army. On November 2nd, the inspirational LeGrand shared his story with Allentown High School students. The purpose of his visit was to help the young adults overcome obstacles they may face in their lives. LeGrand credited his ability to stay positive in the face of his injury to the support he has received from so many people during the past 5 years. The former Scarlet Knight said football helped him translate that same determination and mindset into his physical therapy sessions. Superintendent of Schools Richard Fitzpatrick said LeGrand's positive attitude and his decision to maximize all aspects of his life when facing adversity was the message he wanted the Allentown students to hear.
Residents who object to an ordinance that could help pave the way for the development of the Manalapan Crossing project have organized as a group called Manalapan Strong. The Manalapan Township Committee has introduced an ordinance that would, if adopted, permit the development of housing units on property at Route 33 and Millhurst Road. At present, the zoning on the property does not permit residential uses. The ordinance is scheduled to have a public hearing at the committee's November 10th meeting and could be adopted that evening. Members of Manalapan Strong are expected to state their objections to a proposed mixed-use commercial and residential development known as Manalapan Crossing during that public hearing. The residents have said their concerns include new children in Manalapan schools, additional traffic in this area of the community, the cost of providing police and fire protection, and the impact the construction of new retail space will have on existing businesses in the township. After 37 years as an educator and band director, Bud McCormick, the director of the Jackson Jaguar Marching Band at Jackson Memorial High School, has announced he will retire on February 1st. McCormick has directed the respected Jackson Memorial Band at hundreds of high school football games and at dozens of competitions and appearances, including the 50th anniversary D-Day ceremony in France, at the presidential inauguration parades for George W. Bush and Barack Obama, at the rededication ceremony for Battery Park following the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, and at the Tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena, California. In 2013, McCormick was inducted into the National High School Band Directors Hall of Fame. His legacy is carried on by many Jackson Memorial graduates who have become music educators and direct marching bands at schools throughout New Jersey. McCormick, who is 61, said he believes the time is right to hand his baton to the next generation. He said that in retirement, he may continue to design marching band performances. And now, here is Tim Morris with sports.
One of the great challenges of cross-country is that no two courses are the same. Each course demands something different from the runners. Some require strength, others speed, and some a little of both. It takes a complete runner to excel in the sport. Red Bank Regional's Lauren Sapone is one of those complete runners, having made her case by winning the Monmouth County and Shore Conference Championships. Unlike Homedale Park, which hosted the Monmouth County Championships on its hilly, uneven terrain, Ocean County Park, site of the Shore Conference meet, is a flat, fast course built for speed. The runners have no hills to worry about negotiating. Sapone, emerging from this uphill, destroyed the competition with a blistering opening mile that gave her a huge lead that would prove to be insurmountable. Freehold Township's Kira Roach, in the blue behind her, gave chase as best she could, but with each stride, Sapone opened the lead further. Roach was counting on Sapone paying a price for her sizzling start and eventually coming back to her. Although she did slow over the last mile, Sapone still had enough left to complete the difficult County Conference double, holding off the hard-charging Roach. Both runners were well under 18 minutes for the 5K course, times that rank among the fastest ever at Ocean County Park. As the rest of the field is still circling the lake, the lead pack, led by Toms River North's J.P. Flavia, has completed the first mile of the race. By the second lap of the race, Flavia has taken charge, and it's a run for second place, which is going to go to Christian Brothers Academy's Brian Dangler, wearing blue. Dangler led the defending champion Colts to another team championship. This is Tim Morris for Greater Media Newspapers.
In sports, every battle comes with a start time. But our battles don't begin with a coin flip, and they don't end when the whistle blows. Our opponents, wind, rain, time, and chance, are always present. We wage a battle against darkness, against powerlessness. We're fighting right now, a team of more than 9,000. And if you don't notice us, that means we're winning.
Here is Kenny Walter.
The former Gregory School has officially been rehabbed and converted into 117 units of senior housing. Tyrone Garrett, Executive Director of the Long Branch Housing Authority, said the authority has recently completed the multi-phase conversion from an elementary school into a rehabbed senior housing. For more information, please visit gmnews.com.
Thank you for joining us. Please visit gmnews.com next week for a new edition of Broadcast News.